Hey, how are you doing? I'm Stephen Rao for SpartanAvenue.com. And can Michigan State knock off Michigan? If you watch the news or you read the paper, does anybody read the paper anymore? Or you go on ESPN, you listen to you hear Joe Klatt talk about Michigan and how Michigan is number 6 in the nation, but he thinks they need to be number 2 in the nation. Does Michigan State even have a chance this Saturday against the vaunted Michigan Wolverines? Well, yes, they do. Of course they do. And it's a Michigan State game under Mark D'Antonio, head coach. Yes, Michigan State always has a chance. This is not 2016, where Michigan State was really, couldn't even get a pass rush. They couldn't stop anybody. This defense is much better. And even in that game, where Michigan had a lot of talent, and Michigan State was still in the game in the fourth quarter, albeit they got a late touchdown, really kind of meaningless, and Michigan was able to, take the 2-point conversion and run it the other way. Jabril Peppers' claim to fame there, I guess. But here's the deal. Michigan State, who's going to win? I'm going to go with Michigan State, and here's my reasons why I'm going to go with Michigan State. The hate runs deeper, and it's more personal for State than it is Michigan. And it's possibly could be always that way. Michigan State, their key factor for winning this game is get pressure and contain Shea Patterson. You do that, and you have a great opportunity. The only team that was really able to do that and beat Michigan so far is Notre Dame. And Notre Dame really is the blueprint. You think about that game going back to it. If Ian Book, I believe, if he is now the quarterback, he's now the quarterback of Notre Dame. If he's the quarterback in that game instead of Winbush, he makes that offense go and tick. And he's a runner. You could be looking at a game that wouldn't have been as close as that. Although Michigan seems to be playing much better now. After coming off that huge win against Wisconsin, blowing them out. And by the way, I was dead wrong about Wisconsin. I thought that they would have shown more heart and grit, but the secondary being decimated and really the defense doesn't look as good as it has been in years past. Alex Hornibrook doesn't look good at all, and he just does not look good at all. And some of that I will give all the credit in the world to the Michigan defense. Now here's the deal. What does Michigan need to do in order to beat Michigan State? I think you need to throw the ball, and you're going to have to throw the ball down the field. And Michigan State has shown that they can stop the run. If they can throw the ball, then Michigan has a real chance of beating Michigan State. However, though, it's hardball ball, and they're going to run the ball, 30, 40, 50 times in the game. And will Michigan State allow them to do that, or allow some of those pops that they allowed Miles Sanders, a la Tevin Coleman from Indiana many years ago, popped one there against the Spartans. Miles Sanders did it last week. Somebody wasn't in a certain gap, and boom, there he goes. Will that happen? I believe Michigan State is going to be focused. They're going to be locked in. So is Michigan. They're going to be locked in this game. And it's going to really be a grudge match, and it could come down to special teams, which Michigan does have the edge with Ambry Thomas and Donovan Peoples-Jones. Those guys are speed demons. But I believe it's the heart. And again, I'm going with my gut here on that it's going to be Michigan State that pulls this off. I believe they can get pressure on Shea Patterson, and I also believe that they can contain him. And this defense, the two defensive tackles, Mike Panashuk and I'm just calling him Jacob, his brother, and Raekwon Williams, those guys are the key for Michigan State to win this game. If they can get enough pressure in there to disrupt and throw Michigan off in their offense, then I believe Michigan State has a great chance. Now on offense, what does Michigan State have to do? Not turn over the ball, which they haven't been able to do, but they also need to execute. And I believe a huge win for Michigan State last week was all the offensive line stayed in the game the entire game, except for a few plays. They did that, and now you have another week where these same guys are coming back in. So they looked a lot better on offense last week than they have been in previous weeks, especially against Northwestern. So anyways, my final score, 27-21, Michigan State wins, and I'm sure it's going to be another bad weather game, but hey, that's my vote. That's what I think. Thanks for watching. Click the like button, comment, tell me I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong. Thanks. See you.